Game 3 on stage 2, and it's Southwest v Northeast. One of the local boys, Ryan Searle, in action today. He came within 24 points of lifting this title 4 years ago, but was beaten by Peter Wright up on the main stage. That's the closest he's ever come to a big major title. Came close to winning a stage title in Switzerland on the European Tour last year, but all of Ryan Searle's wins come on the floor, and he's done something he's never done in 2025, and that's win more than one title. It's a box that he's been able to tick this year. Yesterday he took on Darren Beveridge in round 1. It was a good performance, lots of darts hit at tops as you would expect, but it was a strange old game really. Both players averaged 98, and yet there were a flurry of mistakes, particularly with missed big numbers. He'll need to tidy that up against Callan Rydz, who was very solid against Kevin Dukes, averaging just shy of 95 against Hawkeye. When things are hooked up with Rydz, he is irresistible. Likewise with Searle. So as a result, Paul Nicholson, we're hoping for fireworks, because if these two are on it, this one could fly.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lovely pace about this game as well. And we always hope that both players turn up. Very, very rarely does that happen.
100.
And of course, it's Saturday afternoon, and Callan's got a little bit of a smile because his famous chant has already been uttered by the audience. Something along the lines of follicle amounts and the fact that the audience don't have much of a care in the world. But Rydz would love to make the final session of this tournament again.
Ryan Searle, the least follically challenged man in professional darts.
94.
Yeah, I wonder what his hair care routine is.
180. 144.
Ah, a little bit of Motown. And if he's doing that, Rydz has got a problem. Yeah, this one's not going to take long.
96.
6 legs, 11 legs, somewhere in between. This could be 10, 11 minutes.
122.
This is not a bad start from Rydz. It took him a little bit of time to get going yesterday, but when he did, he was very good. Always got to be wary of Callan when he gets a decent start in the scoring stakes, because typically in his career,
98.
especially when he was younger, he wasn't a great starter. He's figured that out a little bit better over the last 2 or 3 seasons.
77. Can you recall 127?
Well, he's got a bit of time to play with here.
87.
Leaves tops.
'81. Callan, you require 40.
Tops is going to get some attention in this game.
20.
Well, a little bit of fragility there for Rydz. Means Searle might get to the ball. Does.
90.
Very nearly hits it. I think Ryan thought that was in, you know. When it wasn't called game shot, he was devastated.
On the second leg.
He's lost the leg after all.
Third leg, Ryan to throw first.
There's very little time for emotion in this game. Disappointment lasts about 1.5 seconds before you throw your next visit.
180.
Well, Ryan Searle more than played his part in probably the greatest game this stage has ever seen.
123.
Now, he's still got to go some way to match the levels of that game with Dirk van Dijvenbode.
140.
But one word you could use to describe this game so far: fun.
What other sport do you get so much happening in such a short space of time? Now, the Ashes was concluded in the first test overnight.
100.
People thought that was quick. 2 days for a test match. Well, a darts match can be finished in as little as 10 minutes.
55. Can you recall 122?
Great dart. Attack it. Double 7.
108.
He obviously doesn't like it as much as Adam Lipscomb.
Catch on the third leg.
Ryan Searle doesn't mind double 10. It's a fail-safe if he misses double top. Goes ahead 2-1.
58.
Rydz made the quarterfinals back in 2022. He would lose to Johnny Clayton by 10 legs to 3.
57.
I wonder how much Searle thinks about the final that he made back in 2021.
96.
It will obviously have been heartbreaking, but I do believe the fact that Searle didn't have match darts means it won't play on his mind as much.
140.
Had he left 24 following misses at double 12, I think it could have haunted him.
Yeah, 100% agree.
108.
Whatever Rydz has been working on, this is really encouraging. We spoke yesterday, Dan, about how well he played at the Worlds last year. He looks in good nick. Oh, he's got double 7. How ironic. He needed it in the previous leg and he didn't need it there.
60. Can you recall 30?
Well, luckily, he can tidy up his error. Double 16.
Catch on the fourth leg.
Tidy up he does. Great composure that from Callan Rydz.
Game on.
I go back to the 1990s
134.
and I think, was there a game in that entire decade that was this fast?
180.
I don't think there was. I mean, in the 1980s, the quickest player was Richie Gardner.
180.
And with all due respect to Richie and some of the fast players from the 80s, they weren't this good.
91.
6 180s in 4 and a bit legs.
I remember Kevin Kenny
140.
from Liverpool. He was supposed to be fast. Compared to these guys, he's glacial.
140.
This really is kicking into one of those matches that you just don't want to stop.
27. Callan, you require 90.
Ball first or ball last? Ball last.
49.
Ball not found.
Ryan, you require 20.
Double 10. Now double 5.
Game for the fifth leg.
Clutch dart from Ryan Searle.
To throw first. Game on.
That camera angle we just saw of Ryan Searle side on.
58.
It's good timing, actually, because if he has had a little bit of a fault at times, Searle falls on dart 3. Just see how he
85.
leans into that third dart. When he was throwing for double 5, he didn't do it. And that's the reason he hit it.
134.
Some games need stats, stories, anecdotes.
95.
This needs very little.
Games like these, easy for us.
121.
Sit back and let the darts do the talking.
Yeah. Let's talk about the head-to-head record, shall we? It's 3-2 Rydz. Now back to the game.
They have actually played each other at this stage of this competition back in 2020. Rydz won that with a 99 average. And that will have been the year it was played under COVID conditions in Coventry.
They also played each other in the semis in Switzerland when Searle could have been the champion. It's 3-3. This is darts in fast forward.
80.
How can he not enjoy a game like this? This is darts in the middle of the 2020s at its finest.
86.
Searle is currently projected to be number 18 in the world.
96.
Keeps winning. You never know, he might break the top 16 once again.
43.
And if you think this is quick, whoever wins this match might have to take on Jermaine Watermina in the next round, but he's got to go through Ryan Joyce in the very next game on this board. It could even be a Geordie derby. between Rydz and Joyce. But the vast majority of the audience who are supporting Searle do not want that.
Could very well be a break of throw. Ryan's down to a finish first. Rydz should be on a much better one.
100. Ryan 161.
That's fine. 161 for Ryan Searle. Part 1 complete. Part 2 he falters.
102.
Good use of the bull. Leaves single to double. If he comes back, 19 for tops. Clear-headed thinking.
Well, I was convinced he was going to go for the treble 20 for double 6. You know where Ryan's going. Well, while we've got time at the start of leg number 8, Rydz is averaging 107.5. He's losing 4-3.
81.
There's been 8 maximums in this match. Rydz has got 5 of them. So statistically, the Northumbrian is winning, apart from the scoreline, which is the most important one.
100.
If they're in this kind of fettle going into Alexandra Palace, here are 2 players that you do not want to play.
98.
Rydz is a northern boy, but there's something about North London that he really likes. We have yet to see the very best of Searle at the Palace, but that's his 4th max.
Haven't seen the best of Searle at Ali Pali, granted, but it was the tournament, I think, in 2019 that was kind of the launch pad for him. He got to round 4, and that was after only just scraping into the qualifiers.
Yeah, I remember his game with Gary Anderson a few seasons ago. He was 3 sets to 1 up, and Gary reeled off 3 in a row. And what a game that was.
He went 3-0 up against Jose de Souza as well, and contrived to lose that one.
81. Ryan 160.
Break chance for Searle. 2 treble 20s and tops. You think that's a big checkout that's got Searle's name written all over it.
Callan 101.
You get the feeling this has got to go in. Tops.
81.
So close, and he knows how imperative that was. It's taken 8 legs for the first break of throw. It's gone the way of heavy metal. Talk about timing. Searle's throwing for the match. Callan Rydz has done virtually nothing wrong. He's averaging 102 and a bit. They might end up losing by 3 legs. If you look at the score as a whole, it would look routine for Searle. It's been anything but.
39.
This has been a belting game of darts.
This is why people pay their money to come to stage 2. They want to see games like this. It's living proof as well that you don't just get these kind of mammoth battles between the 2 Lukes and maybe 2 Premier League stars. There are others who can do it too.
41.
Callan just needs to be careful not to allow his head to drop after the last leg. Ryan's offered him an opening.
How many times did he win a set 3-0 at the Worlds last year? That's the situation that faces him here. If Searle drops off just a little bit, Rydz can reel off 2.5 legs here in about 5 minutes, if that. So they've both got to be careful.
Needs a treble.
81. Require
manages to get it. Rydz looks at 84. Now 69. Has to be 19s. Double 6.
On the 9th leg, Callan.
Quick as you like.
Imagine being inside Callan's head just for 10 seconds. The natural ability of switching from treble 5 to treble 19 to double 6 in that amount of time is absolutely amazing.
Just imagine the cogs and the flashing lights in there.
Artificial intelligence is what it is.
96.
Get that patented, I'd say.
It's only a matter of time before somebody uses that as a nickname. It has been a somewhat riotous game, hasn't it? He believes he can get out of this now.
Ryan will still have the advantage in the decider. But when Rydz is coming in, off what would be the back of 2 legs in a row, hard to pick favourites.
Honestly, Dan, the most disappointed I felt over the last couple of days is the fact that this is only best of 11. Are there going to be 11 legs, though? Double 10 will tell us. That was authoritative from the Riot. 1-leg shootout in a game that nobody wants to see the end of. This has been so much fun.
68.
That's a bad start, particularly after the first start.
96.
Oh, not another one.
There is a tendency with Ryan sometimes when things are getting fraught, the darts can drift left and right.
69.
Now, I don't know if that's something to do with, obviously, his eyesight issues. Rydz rescued that last one, didn't he?
Yeah, we've seen a bad 68 from Searle and a very good 69 from Rydz. In as little as 60 seconds, someone's going to be gutted.
83.
Well, he gets the treble. He should have been looking to switch with dart 2 to the 19s.
100.
Well, who's favourite now? Somebody got a coin I can flip.
You get the feeling whoever wins this is going to have to crawl over the line.
And you require 140.
Yesterday we saw 140 taken with 2 double tops by Peter Wright. That's not going to happen here.
68.
And Searle is most definitely going to try and get 3 10s for tops.
No, he's not.
What on earth?
Double 8 for Ryan Searle. Who was expecting this? No one. But Ryan Searle has managed to do it on double 8.